Hi, it's Colleen and welcome to my YouTube channel. I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button so you never miss another one of my videos. Today, as part of the Pinkfresh Studio Essentials Die Release, I'm going to show you how to create gorgeous mini slimline cards and coordinating envelopes. So here is the mini slimline essential bundles die from Pinkfresh Studio. It's brand new and there's a set of 2 of them. And they layer together. And if you look up closely, there's some really pretty edging on each of them. And they're mini slimline size, and they come with these little circles that are layered and coordinate together. And next is, ta-da, a mini slimline envelope die. So now you can make your own mini slimline envelopes in whatever color you want, which I think is fantastic, and it's really easy to do. Fits perfectly over the mini slimline dies, and you can use pattern paper or whatever you want. But I'm going to show you how to put this envelope together because it was a little bit of a learning process for me. So there are 2 dies, and they're scored. And so I am prepping it by folding it where it's scored, the centerpiece, and then the edges. Now, the edges line up just under the lip of the envelope. And basically, those edges are going to fold over and is going to be what creates your envelope. So once I know where the edges need to line up, I added some adhesive. And then I folded the scored areas that are done for you. And now I'm doing the other side. Now, I really felt like it helped to line all the pieces up before I added my tape because I learned the hard way by putting tape on the wrong side. So, recommendation to you, line everything up first. And then I added a little adhesive on that little bottom lip too. And now it's time to put my envelope together. So I'm doing each side. And that little scored edge just fits over the base there. And you could see how it folds over nicely. And I'm doing the same thing on the other side. And then these 2 are going to end up folding together and closing up the envelope. And I decided to add a little bit of adhesive on the very, very tip. Be careful not to add too much and add it on the very end because I really wanted to make sure that this envelope stays nice and secured when it goes out in the mail. Once that's done, then you can take that little lip on the bottom, remove the adhesive, and close up the bottom. And that is all there is to this envelope. It really isn't hard at all once you get your rhythm and you figure out what to do. And I'm so excited because I can make this in any kind of shape or any color I want. So now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and make some coordinating cards using the Mini Slimline Essential Bundles dies. And then also the Floral Print Circle stencil set. It's a 5-layer stencil that Pinkfresh Studio came out with a while ago. And they label their stencils, which I really like, because it takes the guesswork out of how to layer the stencils because they do it for you. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm putting them in the right order to get ready to do my ink blending through the stencil. And now I'm going to get my card base prepped with some purple tape to hold it in place while I'm doing my ink blending. And another feature that's nice to Pinkfresh Studio is that they have 4 little lines that help you line up your paper to the stencil so that each layer will align perfectly for you. And you won't have to worry about your stencil layers not lining up with each other. That's such a wonderful feature that Pinkfresh has done with these. So now that I got all that done, I'm ready to do some ink blending using the Pinkfresh Studio Juicy, Juicy, Juicy inks. The first color here is called Bubblegum, and it's a rich, vibrant pink. I love Pinkfresh Studio inks. I think they're some of the most vibrant inks I've ever used. So basically I'm going through my first layer, and then I wipe off this stencil in between so I don't get ink all over the place, because I will do that. I will forget, and then I'll get ink where I don't want it. So, and now I'm doing the same thing with the second layer, using those 4 little lines to help me line up my cardstock so that my second layer is in the right spot. And I'm coming back with my next ink, Raspberry Bliss. And then I'm going to keep doing this with the next 3 layers. This stencil set has 5 layers, and it also comes with a coordinating die, which I think is wonderful. And I'm going to continue doing this with my layers and my inks. The next color is Marigold, and I came up with these colors on a color chart, and I just thought that they were really, really pretty colors that went together. And when I was finished with this, I thought I would never have come up with these colors on my own. So I really like using these color charts to help me come up with a creative use of colors that blend well together. And you'll see it when it's done, how pretty this turns out. And then the final color is called Dope. Now I am going to do this 2 more times because I want 3 of these, and you'll see why in just a minute. So now I've done it 3 times, and now I'm going to take those little circle dies that came with the mini Slimline essential bundles, and I'm going to die cut each of these. And what I'm doing right now is I'm lining them up so that I get a little window, and I'm picking up the areas that I want to pick up with the flowers. And once that's done, then I'm going to die cut all 3 of these. So now I have everything done. All my layers are ready so I can prep my card. Now I'm going to show you really quick all of the layers that you get with these essential dies. Look at that. Honestly, guys, the sky's the limit with these little mini. This is the greatest thing that Pinkfresh has come up with. So now that I have showed you that, I'm going to go ahead and put my card base together with all my beautiful layers. And that pink cardstock that you see sitting on the table, that's the same color cardstock that I used for my envelope. So I think it's really cool how you can coordinate your envelopes now with your cards. And the mini Slimline dies are the perfect size. That's a really good size card. You can do a lot with that size. So now I'm just lining everything up according to how I want it, and I will adhere it down, and there it is. My card is finished, and look how it fits in there so beautifully in my custom-made envelope. Here's a few more cards that I made as part of the Essentials die release. It's a fantastic release, and the best part is Pinkfresh is doing a giveaway. They're giving away the entire release, and they're doing $10, $25 gift cards. You can start by going over to Instagram and visit Pinkfresh Studio and hop along on the Instagram hop for a chance to win. Thanks!